Hi there everybody, Natasha Wilkinson, your independent scented consultant for Mount Isa, Australia. So, I'm about to take you on a little bit of a in-depth tour of my Scentsy Club as we work out my crazy thought process on my edits. So this month's a big month for Scentsy. We're right in the middle of transition month, which means we're getting ready to say goodbye to our spring and summer scents here in Australia in region 3. I know in other regions they're getting ready to say goodbye to their winter scents, but here in region 3 we're getting ready to say goodbye to our spring and summer scents, and you will have basically until the end of this month to either add them to club if you want to continue getting them or stock up on them. We're also right in the middle of Bring Back My Bar, and that runs for the month of January. You have until the month of January to add those favourite Bring Back My Bars to your Scentsy Club as well. There are also 10 exclusive scents with Bring Back My Bar that can only be obtained through Scentsy Club. So, if ever there was going to be an edit of Scentsy Club, this is the month that a lot of people are jumping on board doing their edits. For consultants, we get the catalogue for the new catalogue this month, so we can see what scents are returning in our autumn-winter catalogue, which is what region 3's catalogue will be. It will be the autumn-winter catalogue. So we can take away, if we've got scents in our Scentsy Club that are coming back, we know that they're coming back, so we can take them out of our Scentsy Club to make room for more. So for those of you who do not know what Scentsy Club is, it is basically a subscription or auto ship program that Scentsy do, and it allows you to pop all your consumable products into an auto ship program at your desired frequency. You can pop it in a 1 monthly frequency, a bi-monthly frequency, or a quarterly frequency. It comes with massive perks. There's no sign-up contract fees. It's totally customizable, and I absolutely love the program. I love the perks that it comes with. So here in Australia, if you have $51 or more of product in your Scentsy Club, you're automatically going to get 10% discount. For me, I buy a whiff box every month. That costs $51 by itself. So I'm automatically not going to buy it on my website. I'm going to pop it into a Scentsy Club subscription because I know that I'm automatically going to get 10% off that whiff box. Or my washer whiffs. A big tub of washer whiffs cost me $51. So automatically popping it into a Scentsy Club subscription, just that one tub gives me an instant 10% discount. So that's an amazing perk in itself. But the perk I probably love the most is always get my bar. So Scentsy, if they're ever bringing out limited time only products, they are retiring products for the new catalogue to make room for the new fantastic scents. Bring Back My Bar is only available for 1 month. So some of those scents I tried from Bring Back My Bar, I fell in love with. If I didn't have a Scentsy Club, I would have to stock up on them to enjoy them because I won't be able to get them after this month. Always Get My Bar is basically allows you to put that wax bar that you enjoy from a limited time only product, from a retiring product before it retires, or from Bring Back My Bar while the promotion's going on. So you had 30 days from the time the promotion starts to basically put it into your Scentsy Club. Once it's in your Scentsy Club, it will continue to be made for you for as long as you want it in your club. You're allowed 1 skip a year without losing that Always Get My Bar perk. So that bar is going to be continually made for me, my favourite, even when it retires, because it is locked in my Scentsy Club. The only exception would be is if a licensing agreement ended with Scentsy. So for instance, we get a lot of Disney bars. We've just signed a licensing agreement with Warner Brothers, so we're starting to get a few of them through too. So we will always get my bar with those bars too, why Scentsy held that licensing agreement. If for some reason that licensing agreement ends, then Scentsy are no longer able to make that bar because they no longer have the licensing agreement with that company, then it will no longer be available in Scentsy Club. But why they hold the licensing agreement, you will still be always able to get the bar from those particular bars. So I have a lot of Disney bars in my Scentsy Club, and I'm always able to get them. Some I've had in my Scentsy Club since I started as a consultant. Alice in Wonderland I've had since I started as a consultant, and that's been in my Scentsy Club for 2 years, thanks to Always Get My Bar. It's the bar that kind of started me on this little dive down the rabbit hole, so to speak, and into the Scentsy Club bandwagon. So, and the third perk that I'm going to briefly talk about before we jump into editing my Scentsy Club is once your product value, which mine quite easily does, reaches $101 in product value, not only do you get 10% off, but you also get your choice of a half price item. So that's generally when my whiff box comes into play. I'm always picking my whiff box up for half price because of how much I actually have in my Scentsy Club, and it qualifies me for that half price item. It's the only way you can actually get a whiff box for half price is by popping it into Scentsy Club. Scentsy Club also now has rewards and perks for customers. You can get loyalty points by signing up to Scentsy Club that you can use towards future purchases in Scentsy Club or on the website, and you get extra loyalty points if you refer someone a link and get them to join up to Scentsy Club too. So it's an amazing program, totally customizable. The only thing you're paying for is the cost of your products plus shipping, with lots and lots of perks. But the struggle is real. Trying to decide what to keep and what to delete, the struggle is real, and you're going to see that when we just jump on here in a minute, because my Scentsy Club, or should I say clubs, have gone out of control. I need to do some major downgrading. I need to decide what I can and can't live without. So when you watch me do my process, I'm thinking of a few things to try and work out what I want to keep. So the first thing we'll be going through, I'll be deleting anything I know that's coming back, because if it's coming back, I'm not going to need it in my Scentsy Club. I'm going to be able to buy that in a bundle and save a 6-pack normally on the website. So I generally only bring back my bars in my Scentsy Club unless they're a limited time offer that I haven't tried out and haven't made my mind up yet on. And if I have made up my mind on there and they're still changeable, they will stay in there, because at some stage they will be locked off to an Always Get My Bar is what I meant to say. So at some stage those LTOs, or the Bring Back My Bars, or the license if they're in there and showing that they're still available on the website, they're in there because I know at some stage they're going to be locked off into an Always Get My Bar, and I don't want to miss out on them. So generally my Scentsy Club is Always Get My Bar. The half price item is generally the whiff box. Occasionally I'll throw in laundry and items like that as I'm running low, if I don't want to do a separate order and save on shipping. So occasionally that happens, but as we delve into it, you'll see most of what I'm talking about is going to be a Always Get My Bar. So let's delve into it, shall we? The second thing that will be, actually, I wasn't finished telling you what my decision making was I? I'm going off into all tangents here. I do apologise. So I will be deleting out those 3 things that are coming back. So that will be an easy decision. The next thing I might look at will be quantities. So if I've got more than one of a certain bar, do I need more than one of a certain bar? Can I downgrade it just to one? Why do I have more than one of a certain bar? Another thing I might look at is like bars. So it might be, is there something else similar that I can get? If there's something else similar, then I might delete that out. Another one is my quantity that I've already got. Have I got enough to feel that I don't need any more coming? So they're kind of how my thought process is going to go when we delve into this edit. So let's go, shall we? So welcome to my Scentsy Club page. I will be filming this in pieces and then editing it all together for you so you can understand how Scentsy Club works and how my edit works. So I wanted to get the first part of my edit done today, as we have just had our discontinuing items list printed out and our new catalogue printed out for consultants to see. You guys will get to see the new catalogue later on. But my summer quarterly club processes soon, so I wanted to edit this before it processes. So I will add things later. I will go into my other clubs later. As I said, I will be doing this in bits and pieces as the month progresses, edit it all together, and you will see this as one full video. So here we are on my Scentsy Club page for my summer club. So I have a monthly club and a quarterly club. So I'm going to quickly go into the monthly club. I will be referring to my phone at the same time to see what is in the new catalogue, to see if I can delete any items out of my Scentsy Club that will be in the new catalogue, because I won't need to keep them in club because they will be available in the new catalogue next month. So let's delve into this, shall we? So in my monthly club, as you can see, I have one Cosy Cardigan and one Strawberry Rose. Now, I do believe both of these are coming back in our next catalogue. These are 2 of my absolute favourite scents, so which is why I had them in a monthly as well as in a quarterly. But because they are coming back, I am basically going to remove them out of my monthly club, and because they are the only 2 items in my monthly club, it's basically going to cancel out my monthly subscription. So now I only have a quarterly subscription for my summer scents. So let's delve into what is in my quarterly subscription. So it is currently sitting at $247. So let's downgrade that a bit, shall we? I will be adding items later, but as I said, this processes January 18th, so I'm going to wait till my club processes and then add some of the items that I want to add into my summer club after it processes, so I won't need those bars for this month. So Hibiscus Water. This one is not coming into a catalogue as far as I'm aware. I'm just going to double check, but it is one of my favorite go-to summer scents. I cannot live without this, so I will not be deleting that out of my club. We're all mad here. A very fruity, citrusy, bubbly, zingy summer scent, which I absolutely love. This is the whole reason I started Scentsy Club to begin with February 2 years ago. Again, not been removed. One I have to have in summer, Pina Colada Cha Cha. So this is probably my go-to pineapple scent. I am very picky with my pineapple scents. This is what I really enjoy in summer. It also mixes really well with Coco Lime, which will probably be added here in my summer scents later, because that is one that is discontinuing. Banana Berry Scentsy Bar. So this is one I love to warm in my daughter's room. Not coming into a catalogue anytime soon. I'm going to leave it there for the time being. I will probably have some tough decisions to make later on. Stitch Experiment. Love him. He's not going anywhere. He has a bit of pineapple in it too. So this is probably the other pineapple scent I do love. If it came down to a choice of deleting a pineapple scent, it would probably be Pina Colada Cha Cha, and I would probably keep Stitch Experiment. Ursula Poor Unfortunate Souls. This is very aquatic and very fruity at the same time. Really enjoy it in summer. I am building up a stash of that, but I am not ready to delete that yet. Showered in Flowers is one of my go-to summer floral scents. It's just a sweet, pretty floral. Again, if it came down to me having to choose one, that might be on the chopping block, but I am not quite ready for that yet. Sweet Plum Pastry. This one isn't going anywhere. It really should have been put in with my winter scents, but I didn't move it in time to put it into my winter scents. It's one that I love to mix with a couple of other plum scents, and it is really, really nice. It can take on a little bit of a burnt plum note, which is why I tend to mix it with other scents. Dumbo Circus Parade. So this one isn't going anywhere. This is a fun, vibrant citrus scent I love to warm in the kids' room. I warmed it on their birthday in July. I have 2 children that have a birthday in July, and it is now a scent memory for me. Fiji Flower. I have a bar of this at the moment I want to warm. Fiji Flower may be on the chopping block, but I want to warm Fiji Flower first to decide and make that decision. This was from last year's summer collection. When I did warm the original one, I found it quite light, so I want to warm it again, get my final impression. I really love Fiji Flower in the laundry, but I wasn't that overwhelmed with it in the wax, so I'm going to warm it one more time before I make my decision on that. Star Wars Light Side of the Force. We're trying to collect the 4 collector's labels. Once we collect them, that will go out of my Scentsy Club, but until then it's staying in there. So, Make a Splash. Make a Splash is actually returning in our new catalogue, so I am going to remove Make a Splash. It comes up with, are you sure you want to remove your Always Get My bar? Once you remove this bar that is discontinued, you can no longer get it. Because this bar is discontinued, you will continue to receive this bar as part of a Scentsy Club subscription. If removed, it cannot be added again. I know it's returning in the catalogue next month, so yes, I'm happy to remove Make a Splash. So, next one, Iridescent Pearl. Iridescent Pearl, I have a feeling is returning. I just need to double check that one. So yes, Iridescent Pearl is returning. So I am going to remove Iridescent Pearl. So moving on to some citrus scents. Be Fabulous. I am not the biggest citrus fan, but Be Fabulous changed my mind about citrus fans. It was probably the first citrus scent that actually made me appreciate a citrus scent, and that is returning. So I am going to remove Be Fabulous. Dazzling Pomegranate is also returning, so I can remove that one. So next we have Aladdin 3 Wishes. This is a very blueberry fruity scent that I really enjoy. It's not going anywhere for the time being. So, Bubblegum Blast. That is also another one that is returning. This was one that was put in there mainly for my daughter's sake. She liked this scent. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. So that one is also going. So, Pink Sugarberry Mint was a scent of the season last year. It has this very sweet cotton-like candy, and it was actually popular enough that it has made it into our new catalogue. So I can remove Pink Sugarberry Mint. And Plumeria Peach was also another scent of the season that was popular enough to make it into our catalogue. This is a very bedroom scent for me. When I'm in the mood for something in the bedroom that is summery and not warm, comforting, romantic, I tend to warm a lot of amber and cashmere type scents, a lot of sandalwoody type scents in my bedroom. So this is what I want, something fruity for the bedroom, that I tend to reach for Plumeria Peach. And because I know it is returning in the catalogue, I will be removing that one also. So that brings my total down to $152, which is not bad. That's kind of where I like to sit my monthly Scentsy Club that comes in my quarterly Scentsy Club or my monthly one, at $150, between $130 to $150. So that is not too bad. I do know that there might be a few that I will be adding after this processes. But at the moment, I'm going to wait till, as I said, this processes. I will be warming Fiji Flower. That may disappear before it processes if I get a chance to try that, and a few of the others, just to double check that I am happy what I have deleted out of here. As I said, there's probably some Bring Back My Bars I'll probably want to put in there once I try the Bring Back My Bars. There's a few summery scents. There's about 10 scents that are leaving that I do want to spread throughout my Scentsy Clubs. I think Coco Lime will probably go into this one. I haven't gone through the others to decide where they're quite going yet, but I know Coco Lime will probably go into this one if I decide to keep Coco Lime. I love Coco Lime, but it's also one that I use as a mixer more than anything else, so I might just grab a bunch of them rather than put that in Scentsy Club. I haven't decided on that yet. So that's part one of my Scentsy edit. As I said, I will be popping back on later to show you how I'm adding items in here and popping into my other ones later. Until then, I will speak to you. So here we are in my part of my Scentsy Club subscriptions that I keep my all year round scents. So here I have scents that I will warm summer, winter, any time of year, that are pretty versatile. So as you can see, I have a monthly one that is already processing, and I have a quarterly one here. So we're going to go in and edit the quarterly one. It's currently standing at $178.53 once the discount 10% comes off. Without the discount, it's $203. So in here are a lot of scents I probably warm in my main bedroom. So I currently have Two Love Story in there, which is a rich amber, jasmine and chocolate scent. You don't actually smell the chocolate in that though. It is a really beautiful, soft, romantic scent. I think the chocolate just actually softens out that amber and jasmine from making it too musky and too sweet. I have Eye from the Catching Z's collection. So this one I really love to warm. It's a fuzzy peach one as well. I am finding though with warming pink haze and sugar that it comes across very similar. So what I'm going to do here is actually not delete it just yet, but it may be on my deleting list. I'm currently finished warming through my Bring Back My Bar kit, giving samples and warming pink haze and sugar. So I'm going to wait till I get the next shipment of this and get another pink haze and sugar and determine which one of the three I like best. I don't know that I necessarily need all three, but at the moment I haven't decided which one I like best out of those three. So Snuggle Up. So when I originally smelt this is also from the Catching Z's collection. When I originally smelt this on cold, I didn't like it. I found the lavender in that to be too herbal for my liking. When I warmed it, however, I really enjoyed it, and it did remind me a bit of Fuzzy Blanket, which I really, really, really love, which I picked up from the clearance section. And because I couldn't get Fuzzy Blanket, that's how that ended up in my selection of club scents. Saying that though, I do have Jammy Time, which will still be in the catalogue. I have another lavender scent down here, Lavender Violet, and there are a few other lavender scents that will be in the new catalogue. So I don't like it as much as Fuzzy Blanket. I can't get Fuzzy Blanket, but I do think that with the other lavender scents, I don't really need Snuggle Up. So I'm going to actually delete Snuggle Up from my club. Now, I know a lot of you would be screaming why, because I know it's a lot of your favorites, but as I said, my reasoning for it, I just not reaching for it enough. I still have one from 3 months. I skipped the last one, so I still have one from the one before I skipped. So I have not reached for it in 6 months. So I'm getting the memo. Are you sure you want to remove your Always Get My bar? This bar is discontinued, or you will continue to receive this bar as part of your Scentsy Club subscription. If removed, it cannot be added again. Now, I'm going to close my eyes while I do this and remove Snuggle Up. I just tend to reach for the other lavender scents more. I will enjoy my last bar of it. So I have Angel Experiment 624 Scentsy bar. So this is a very creamy strawberry milkshake bar. So I currently have, I'm just going into my inventory here. So this is actually what you're seeing here isn't the Scentsy website. It's another website or app. Now, its original purpose, youmewhocome.com, is for you to basically create an online store which you can sell off. Scentsy compliance doesn't allow us to do that. We're not allowed to really keep inventory on hand to sell off. So what I actually use this for though, you can set up this for like a private one-on-one personal special thing, but what I actually use this for, I don't use it to sell, but I do actually use it to basically just keep a running track of my own inventory. So it's not set to public. I haven't given the link out to anyone else. It's just set to my computer for me to see how many I've got. So as you can see, Angel Experiment 624, I currently have 3 in. Sorry about that. I was interrupted by a phone call. So as I said, I use this site, yumiwho.com, just for my own personal use, where I keep a running tally of my inventory as my bars come in. So going on here, I can see I currently have 3 of them, but it does get used quite a fair bit when I'm in the mood for something creamy and berry. It's a favourite one of my daughters in her bedside, so I am not deleting that one out anytime soon. Lavender and Violet. So I tend to reach for this more than I did the one that I just deleted out, which was Snuggle Up. It is a bit more sweeter. It does have that marshmallow base. Again, a really nice one I love to use in my bedroom. Maleficent. She is not going anywhere. This I have found a beautiful mix of sweet plum pastry and pretty and plum, and I get commented by strangers when they come into my door when I mix those 3. I also like to use Maleficent in my bedroom. It's just this bright fruity plum smell, no bakery about it, and it just sweetens up those tartar bakery notes when you do mix it with those sweeter tartar bakery notes. It does have gardenia in it, but you can't smell the gardenia. Cosy Cardigan. This is one of my favourite, which is why you can see I have 2 in here. But it is coming back into the new catalogue. So I am going to remove Cosy Cardigan from my club. Strawberry Rose. So this is another one that's coming back into the catalogue, and I have 2 of them because I use really regularly, and I will use it all year round. It's just an authentic, rich, beautiful strawberry scent. Lavender Cotton, as you can see, another lavender scent. But I do believe that that one is also returning. I'm just going to take a quick look in my fresh scents here of the new catalogue to double check that Lavender Cotton is returning. So yes, Lavender Cotton is returning, so I can remove that one. So Graduation, I've only actually warmed through the 1 bar, but when I warmed through the 1 bar, I fell in love with it. I thought I wouldn't like it, but it's a really nice bedroom scent. It is, however, soft. Still available on our website too, so I do tend to keep taking it out before my Scentsy Club processes when they're still available, and then after it processes, I'll pop it straight in. So it will probably lock off soon though. And the reason being, I do want to try it again because I did really enjoy it. I want to try it to see if I get a better performance. If not, I don't know that that will stay. That's the only downfall with that one. Stargazing, that was originally a scent of the month. It is so unique. It's smoky, deep, luxurious bedroom scent. Really, really enjoy it. Peace and Joy was the one on cold that I really love from the Christmas collection. I've yet to get around warming it because we were away for 3 weeks. So at the moment, if it smells as good, actually I think I did warm it and I did enjoy it. I can't remember. I'm going to have to warm another one. At the moment, what it smells on cold, it's not going to go anywhere from my club. But if it changes on cold, my mind may change. So that brings me down to a total of $92.80. It did delete my half price item out by taking those 2, 4, 6 bars out. So I took 2 bars out and it did delete my half price item because I am now $10 away from adding a half price item. But I will be adding some items that are leaving that and just, I think because I was on the phone, it's kind of logged me out, but that's okay. I will log back in to add my items. So I am going to go into Scentsy Wax Bars first. So actually I'm going to go into my Scentsy Club to make sure it is going into the right area. There we go. I want to add items rather than create a new subscription, otherwise it might have tried to create it into the bi-monthly. So the first one I want to add is Cashmere and Corduroy. That one is leaving us, and this to me is a deeper, darker version of Cosy Cardigan. You get that bergamot shine through with this beautiful perfumey note. Love, love, love that one. At the moment I have 2 of them. I don't need to look into my inventory to see that. I know I have 2 of them at the moment. My thoughts are, do I want to put this into my monthly club as well? Because this is one I could quite easily use at least once a month. And this club comes once every 3 months, or do I want to just put 2 in? But there are Bring Back My Bars I want to add in there as well. So normally if Bring Back My Bar wasn't at the same time, I would have probably upped that to 2. So this is a musk sticks. So this is a club exclusive bar. Normally anything with musk in it I really love, so I'm going to just pop that into this one for the time being to come next month to try it. If I decide I don't like it, I can easily delete it out. So there are 10 bars that are club exclusive, and I'm going to pop them into, as I said when we were going through my summer one, I'm just waiting for that to process to put the summer ones that I want to pop in there. But I'm going to try and split them up into my 3 clubs so I'm not paying a bulk $100 fee. So I'm going to try and put 3 in each one, and each month I will get to try 3. If I decide I like them, they will stay. If I like them enough, if not, then they will just get deleted out. Add more products. So Pacific Sandalwood is leaving us. This is one that I absolutely love. I have 2 of these. Last year when it left us, I had 2 come in. That was a good amount of it come in. I kind of wished I had more because my son really likes this, but I'm not going to put 2 in this time. I'm only going to put 1, and then I'm definitely going to put a Pacific Sandalwood that comes once a month. So this one will come once every 3 months, and then I'll have an extra one come each month. That way I'll get basically 4 every 3 months, which should be more than plenty to last me through the season until hopefully it comes back with the next catalogue release. add more products. As I said, I wanted to add Pink Haze after trying that. Compare it with Shut Eye and Sugar. Add more products. And I want to add sugar as well. So Yuzu Dragon, that was a Scent Club specific one from Bring Back My Bar. That's going to go into my summer one. Welcome Home Scent Club specific. It will go into my winter one. Watermelon Mint Scent Club specific. That will go into my summer one to try. Peppermint Dreams, that will go into my winter one. That's Scentsy Club specific. Oodles of Orange is Scentsy Club specific. That will go into my summer one. Newborn Nursery was Scentsy Club specific. I have smelt that. I'm not really interested in that one. Musk Sticks I have added. Lemon Thyme Berry, that will go into my summer one. Chocolate Coconut Cream, that will go into my winter one. Okay, so back to Scentsy Club Home. So I have added Cashmere and Corduroy, Musk Sticks, Pacific Sandalwood, Pink Haze and Sugar. So I took out 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and I have added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have one less than what I originally had in my club, which isn't too bad. And I'm going to put my half price item back in, which was my Scentsy Whiff Box, because it now qualifies me for that half price item. So Love Story 2, you'd be surprised at how frequently I go through that. I was originally going to downgrade that to 1, but I always seem to use both up before the next shipment comes. I think I've only got 1 left at the moment. So Love Story, Shut Eye, that potentially should go out after I compare them to Pink Haze and Sugar with my next shipment that comes in. But at this stage, that's looking pretty good. My subscription is now at a total of $168.63. There's no guarantee that Musk Sticks will stay in after I try it either. So this may adjust a little bit, but at the moment I am happy that I have Cashmere Corduroy coming, Pacific Sandalwood, Pink Haze, Sugar, and Musk Sticks new to my all year round scents. So now that I have updated it, it's telling me this audible process February 4th. So beginning of February, this audible process. So I am going to go back into my Scentsy Club because I now need to go into my monthly one, which is currently processing at $43. So in this one, I have The Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack's Obsession, Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween Town, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and it's telling me I'm $18 away from a 10% club discount. So I am going to add a few more items that I want to come to me on a monthly basis. So Scentsy Wax Bars. So one that, as I was saying before, I do want to come on a monthly basis is Pacific Sandalwood. So I want to make sure I'm getting a few of them each month. I also want to add is it? Silver Bells. So this one tends to retire, and it is retiring at the end of this month. Every spring summer catalogue being a Christmassy scent. It is a beautiful mint crosspear scent. I had one coming quarterly last year in my Scentsy Club, and I was blitzing through them and wishing I had more. So I currently have 2 on stock, at least getting one every month. At least I have one for the month. Now, I was tempted to put cashmere and corduroy into the monthly one as well. Do I or don't I? I might put it in there for the time being, but I don't know if it is going to stay, because I do know I use it quite regularly, so it would be nice to have a few of them. So with my monthly one, I tend to chop and change my monthly one. If I find I'm building up quite a big stock, then I will delete out what I've got a big stock at and just keep it into my quarterly one. And the last thing I wanted to pop in here, which I normally do have in here, but I took it out last month because I was going away just to save myself $10. And I already had 2 packs, but I do like to have a pack of cotton cleanups come every month, because they basically are out of stock constantly on our website, and this is the only way you can currently get them. So Pacific Sandalwood, Silver Bells and Cashmere and Corduroy would be my pick for monthly scents for next season. Now I've got 6 Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween Town Scentsy Bar at the moment, so I'm wondering whether I should delete Halloween Town. I did this last year thinking I've got plenty, and then winter came and I blitzed right through them. I still have another 2 in my quarterly winter club. So, and I still have, this one's already processing for this month, so I still have a month to decide that one. But I wanted to get the new amendments before next month, so I didn't forget to put them in. So it's basically saying my order will process on Monday 4th, my Scentsy Club. So both of those will be due to process February 4th. So I may do a little bit of adjusting depending on what else is coming, because I'm still trying to merge some over into the March one for my winter scent. So I've got quite a fair bit coming February, and I don't know if I really need all of them to come February yet. So there will be probably some editing further down the track. But let's move on to the next section of my website, shall we? So here we are in what I would call part one of my winter club. So as you can see, this one's due to process in February. What my original plan was when I created a summer club, a winter club, and a all year round club was that they would be quarterly, but each of these clubs would become in a different month. So my summer club processes in January and then won't process again to April. My all year round club processes in February and won't process again into May. And the winter one was meant to process in March, but I kind of screwed up my calculations and ended up with two of them coming in the same month. So what I have been slowly doing, I have been transitioning my winter club over to another account that processes in that March. So my idea was I wanted to reach that half price item in each of the clubs and have one come each month, because I had so many scents I loved. So we will be heading into two different parts of the winter club as I have transitioned some scents over as they've come back. If they haven't come back, they've kind of stayed in here and I'm just paying the double subscription. But I've just counted my Scentsy bars. I have currently over 300, so I'm really going to have to go back through all these clubs again as we're doing the editing and look at what I am actually using out of my stash, because it's no good just keeping bars and not using them. I really want to enjoy them. So let's delve into this, shall we? Technically, I could wait till February and March to do my winter club because nothing in these clubs is coming back. So I could leave it till then to really make the tough decision of what I want to get rid of. But I am going to do it now because I do want to pare my Scentsy club down quite a bit, and I feel that the fact that I'm adding things from Bring Back My Bar and things that are discontinuing that I really want, I'm putting as much in as I'm paring down. So salted caramel toffee, there is a mix I want to try with this. This is really enjoyable, but I still have 2 bars and I've skipped a shipment, so I have basically 9 months where I have not warmed salted caramel toffee. I actually want to try Karen Wells' mix of salted caramel toffee and toasted marshmallow that you can see down there. Toasted marshmallow. Now, this is in one of my other clubs that has 2 bars coming because a customer wanted to try it, so I threw it into her club when she wanted to try it, as this is the customer that I was talked about a few times that has a couple of scents she really likes but didn't really want to start a club up and just wanted me to throw bars into a club and have me look after it and still deliver it to her. So I am thinking the fact that 2 bars is in this other club that I can remove this item because she doesn't request it very regularly. When she does, she just wants a 3-pack or a couple of packs, so I can just give her what's on hand because I don't really need it in 2 places.
Snow-Kissed Cranberry. This was a home for the holidays collection, not this year just gone, the year before, 2020. It's just a pretty soft cranberry scent, slightly tree scent, Arctic Kiss. So let's talk about this scent. This is a scent I use so regularly. I wish I had more of this scent, and it was popular enough to come back into region 1 and region 2 in our last catalogue. It just didn't make the cut for Australia, which was very disappointing. So that's not going to go anywhere. That is going to stay. Happy Birthday is a really rich vanilla birthday cake smell. I also have birthday wishes in another account. I don't really need both of them, but I tend to find I never have birthday wishes or happy birthday when I get it in, because as soon as it comes in, I have someone's birthday where I'll give that bar to. So it's going to stay in there for the meantime. I do want to actually warm them side by side and see which one I prefer more, and then delete one out. I've just never had the chance to, because it just doesn't stay in my inventory long enough. Apple butter frosting. This was part of the last Bring Back My Bar. It mixes beautifully with Crumb Top, and it's a beautiful mixer, so that's not going anywhere for the time being. Vanilla Oud, one of my favourite bedroom scents. It's deep, it's rich, it's decadent. Not going anywhere anytime soon. Caramel Sugar Cone. So this is basically what it sounds like. If you add an apple scent to caramel sugar cone, you get something like caramel apple, and it is really beautiful. I will say it is not long lasting. Again, it is a good mixer for me. So Crumb Top is a total scent memory for me. Reminds me of my grandfather boiling oats over a stove top. He made the most beautiful porridge, and it just reminds me of that. When you mix it with apple butter frosting, you get this beautiful apple crumble scent as well. I currently have 2 in stock, but I am going to reduce it to 1, because as much as I love it, again, I'm using it as a mixer. It's something I use more in winter, although it is nice enough I can use all year round. And I do have another one that's in another club too. So I think now that I've managed to stock up a couple, I don't need 2. So I have got the sign, are you sure you want to decrease the quantity of your Always Get My Bar? Once you decrease the quantity, it cannot be increased again. So I am going to go, yes, change my quantity. So that really didn't do much. It only brought it down from 100 to $82 in total. So I saved myself $20, but as I said, I might go in and adjust more of these later. I am just trying to now look at my wax stash and realize that I've probably got more coming in than I'm using, and I want to adjust that I'm using more than I've got coming in. So let's head over to part 2 of my winter subscription. So now we're in the second part of my winter scents. As you can see, I've gone a bit crazy with my winter scents. And the reason I'm a little bit crazy with these winter scents is that, well, even when we get our autumn winter catalogue here in Australia, a lot of the scents still tend to be summer type scents. Now, I get that the autumn winter catalogue here in Australia starts in February, so February, March is still fairly warm and still fairly hot. And if you're a seasonal melter like me in February and March, you're probably still warming summery scents. A lot of people are mood melters and just like those fruity, summery type scents. Me, I'm a seasonal melter and definitely would love to see some more winter scents in that catalogue as well. Even if they are winter scents that can be transferred throughout the year. Something like Winterberry Apple Tea I'd love to see in our catalogue, but unfortunately we as yet don't have it in our catalogue. Hopefully one day. So when a limited time or Christmas release comes and it's wintry, I throw it into my winter club so I can enjoy those scents in the cold months. So, but it's sitting at $235 and the other one was sitting at $80. So that's like $300 of winter scents. I don't need $300 of winter scents. So let's delve into what's here. Toasted Acorn and Oak. So this was the surprising one for me. Out of the Harvest collection, I thought it would have been the one I liked the least. It's the one I like the most, and I know I will use what I have of that. I currently have 2 in my inventory, so that one's not going anywhere. Birthday Wishes. This is the other one that I said I had, which I still want to compare to Happy Birthday. So I'm either going to keep Birthday Wishes or Happy Birthday. I haven't yet made up my mind on that. Cranberry, Pumpkin and Spice. So this was the second one from the Harvest 3-pack. And I wanted to love this one. I really did. We don't get many pumpkin scents here in Australia. But unfortunately, to me, it was more spice than anything. The only reason I kept it in my club, while I enjoyed it, I wasn't in love with it, is because it was a pumpkin scent. But I just think that mix with the cranberry just didn't help. So because I'm not in love with it and I do need to downgrade, I am going to remove Cranberry, Pumpkin and Spice. I still do have one, and I have one pod. The pod is a lot more nicer than the bar. So I will enjoy that last bar I have over the winter and then be done with it. So I am going to remove Cranberry, Pumpkin and Spice. Orchid, Apple and Spice. So you know me when it comes to apple and spice scents. I throw them in my club and then I have a whole situation with all these apple and spice scents. I haven't actually warmed the 2 bars I have of Orchid, Apple and Spice. Smell it on cold. There is this candy-like note to it that I'm not sure I really like. And to be honest with you, I don't know that I'm going to reach for it a lot through the winter. I'll probably warm those 2 bars I have and let it go and enjoy, because there are other apple and spice scents that I'm head over heels in love, like Jack's Obsession and the Evil Queen, just one bite. I think I would reach for those as apple and spice scents more than I would Orchid, Apple and Spice. I also have a few other apple and spice scents from previous releases that I have yet to go through. So I don't really need Orchid, Apple and Spice. So yes, I am going to delete Orchid, Apple and Spice out of there. So the Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween Town Scentsy Bar. I now have 6 of these in my possession. So I made sure to stock up for winter because this is one I blitz through. I also had this in the monthly Scentsy Club, which I deleted from my monthly Scentsy Club. And I upgraded these from 1 to 2. But while it was out, I was purchasing them in 3-packs. So I now have 6 in my possession. So I think I would be happy to now downgrade this to 1 because I don't want to get overwhelmed with them as well. 6 I will go through in my open concept bar 2 at a time, so 2, 4, 6. So that will give me 3 months, and I warm it typically in winter, so that will get me through this winter, and then I will have that one come in every 3 months just to keep my quantity from going too low down. So the Nightmare Before Christmas Jack's Obsession. This is one that I upgraded because I blow through this most of the year, probably 9 of the 12 months of the year. I use it in winter and I use it as a transitional scent, but I still have that in my monthly club. So I'm happy with downgrading that to 1 because I know I'm still going to get an extra 1 each month. So I'm going to get, for at least until Halloween. They may bring it back in Halloween again. I don't know what they're bringing back in the next harvest collection yet. We haven't been told yet, but I will be getting 1 at least once a month, and then I'll be getting 1 every 3 months, so 12 in the next 6 months. Say I will be getting 6, 7, 8 bars of that in the next 6 months, so that's plenty to keep me going without getting too overwhelmed. Nightmare Before Christmas Roll the Dice. Now, I don't like this scent, so you're wondering, why do I have it in my Scentsy Club? My kids want to collect those goddamn labels. My daughter likes this scent, my husband likes this scent, so it will be warmed in my daughter's room and possibly the bathroom for my husband to enjoy from time to time while we're collecting the labels. Once we collect the labels, it's been booted out of here. Vanilla Bourbon Scentsy Bar. I've yet to try this one. It was from the Father's Day collection. It smells really nice and spicy on cold, but I haven't got around to warming it because to me it is a wintry scent, so I'm waiting till the weather cools down to try and make my decision up on that particular one. So my half price item, as you can see, is the Scentsy Whiff Box, and since adding that half price item, I've added more bars. So Olaf Warm Hugs, beautiful soft minty scent that is not going anywhere. Disney Villains Dark and Devious. I've yet to warm my bar of this. Again, it's a very dark scent and very wintry scent for me. I think of anything of all the villains bars, that would be the one I would probably cut just based on cold smell. But as I said, I want to warm it before I make up my decision on that. Evil Queen, just 1 bite, is not going anywhere. This is a really deep apple cinnamon scent. Comes across almost bakery with that molasses in it. Disney Haunted Mansion, 3 thumbs up. Really, really love that scent. That's not going anywhere. Just this beautiful bakery sweet scent. Joy and Wonder. I've got 2 bars I've to warm based on cold. It's not going anywhere, but I've got to warm it to make up my mind on that one. Mulled Cider and Spice. So I have just gone through my stash to see what I have winter-wise. I have not warmed this from this collection yet. As you can see, a lot of the Christmas scents I didn't get around to warming because I was away. So mulled cider and spice. Smells nice on cold, but it smells very similar to a Sour Wonderland. And I have about 4 or 6 Sour Wonderland left. I've got 2 of that left. So I think I've got plenty in the way to get me through next winter that I don't need to keep it in my club, even if I do enjoy the 2 bars I have. I've got to look at what I've actually now got on hand, and I've got more on hand than what I'm warming, so I don't want to necessarily bring stuff in if I'm not using it. I will use up the 2 over winter, and then I will use the Sour Wonderland. I've got to kind of break down that. And if anything, to be honest with you, the cider scent I really, really love is Jack's Obsession mixed with honey pear cider. So if honey pear cider came in, it would definitely be in my club. I have 1 bar of honey pear cider. I've got Jack's Obsession coming through constantly. So I think they would be the cider scents I would more likely reach for. So I am removing mulled cider and spice from my club. Vanilla Cinnamon Maple Scentsy Bar. So I really, really enjoyed this. It is rich and it is decadent. I am going to keep it in there for the time being. depending on how regularly I warm it will determine if that changes later on. Blue Christmas Scentsy Bar. So I've just counted how much I've got. I've got 6 of that. As much as I love this bar, I can't keep all the Christmas tree scents. I didn't get through much Christmas scents this year because we were away. Next year we probably are going to be home and I will get through more Christmas scents, but I don't want to keep them coming to a stage where I've got too many Christmas scents when I only warm the Christmas scents in December. I will say though, with Blue Christmas, I do warm that a little bit through winter in my bedroom because it has that beautiful cinnamon spice note. But I am going to remove Blue Christmas. So, Disney, Season of Magic. As much as I love this scent, I just picked up a 3-pack, and again, it's a Christmas scent, so that 3-pack will get me through next Christmas. I don't think it would be warmed much throughout the rest of the year. So, Spiced Apple Chestnut. Not so mad about this on cold, but I really love it on warm. I've got another bar to warm with this to try to make up my decision on that. But that has helped a little bit with my club. It is now gone down from 200 plus odd dollars to 163. I would kind of like to cut it a little bit more, but I'm quite happy with the choices of what I decided to cut, as much as it hurt me to cut some of them. I mean, that no, we don't get pumpkin scents, and I was keeping it because it was a pumpkin scent. Liked it, didn't love it. Blue Christmas love, but I know I have a lot of it and don't really need more. Again, a cider scent, as much as I liked it, I kind of need to assess whether I was going to use it or not. So Vanilla Bourbon may potentially end up going out of my club. Disney Villains Dark and Devious may potentially end up going out after I've tried them. Joy and Wonder may potentially go out after I've tried it. Vanilla Cinnamon Maple and Spiced Apple may not end up staying either. But these are ones that I have still got to warm and assess, and this club doesn't actually ship until March, so I've got a few months to try and assess some of these. A lot of these scents, as I said, are wintry, so probably wouldn't be till April that I would be warming them, but I may warm a few if we get a few snap weather things, just to try and get my idea and my head wrapped around what I would like to keep. Roll the Dice will eventually go out of my club. It's just a matter of collecting 4 labels. We have 2 of the 4 at the moment. So that is kind of a brief update, but the problem is now I am going to add more items, which is going to bring it back up again. And you're saying, why, if you're trying to delete items, why would you be adding more? Bringing back my bar, people. Discontinuing items. I've got this month to add them if I want to try them and make my mind up on them. So I want to add chocolate coconut cream. That's a exclusive Scentsy bar that you can only get through Scentsy Club, and I've been told it is wonderful. We don't get many chocolate scents, so I do want to try that one. So let's delve in and see what else we have, because there are a few that I want to try. We have, you can hear my baby crying because my son has annoyed him. We have Peppermint Dreams. So I want to try that one too. And I'm sorry if I'm speaking loud, I have to speak over the baby screaming. That Peppermint Dreams is also a Scentsy exclusive scent. So these are ones that would go into my winter club if I decided to keep them in there, which is why they've been added in there. So I did add, I think Mustix is an extensive exclusive scent into my all day one. So now I have 3 of the 10 added. And I believe Welcome Home was the third one I kind of wanted to add. In there, that was also another exclusive Scentsy scent. So Yuzu Dragon, water, so that's 4 of the 10 that I've added. So Yuzu Dragon, Watermelon Mint, they'll be going into my summer one after it processes at the month. So that's 5, 6. Oodles of Orange will make 7. That will be going into the summer one. Newborn Nursery I won't be adding. I have tried it. It's just a baby powder scent, not my cup of tea. So that makes 8. Lemon Thyme Berry will be going into the summer one. That makes 9. And I think Shaka will be going into the summer one. So that will make the 10 out of the exclusive Scentsy bars to try. Now, I'm just going into the normal Scentsy Wax Bars because there are some that are discontinuing that I want to put into my winter club. So, if I pull up my discontinuing list, won't be a moment here. So we have Polar Bear Hugs is discontinuing. I have still a few of them when it was Eskimo Kiss, but I am going to add that because I just really, really enjoy that scent. Silver Bells is discontinuing, and that's one that I really enjoy. I also have Silver Bells in my monthly club. So Cashmere and Corduroy I have already put into my every year scent. So Cranberry Dreams, Coco Lime will be going into the summer one. Enchanted Woods will probably be going into the summer one. Here Comes the Sunflowers, summer one. Pacific Sandalwood has gone into my all year round one. Scarlet Sunflower. So I will probably pop that into the summer one. So they're the only 2 that I probably would keep in my winter scents. So if I review my subscription now, the ones that I am adding are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm adding 5, which brings it back up to where it was before at $213. So I probably don't know if I will keep all of these Scentsy Club exclusives in there, because there were 3 Scentsy Club exclusives I wanted to try. I have tried Peppermint Dreams before. I do enjoy it. I'll probably get a few rounds of that and then delete it out. So I'm thinking deleting spiced apple and chestnut and joy and wonder out, and maybe vanilla cinnamon maple out, because honestly, as pretty as they are, I've still got the original ones from when I brought them. So I've still got a bar and a half of vanilla cinnamon maple. I've still got 2 bars of joy and wonder. So they could potentially be deleted out, but I still have a few months to make up that decision. I think I'm going to go through and try some of these bars before this process is, just to try and get this down a little bit. So that's kind of a little upgrade on my Scentsy Club. Still got some decisions to make. This is going to be a process for the month, and then I will join all this together and show you my final results. I will be back later. Until then, bye for now. So my quarterly Scentsy Club for my summer Scentsy Club has since processed, since I was last speaking to you about this particular Scentsy Club here. So this is coming to you 2 weeks later. Over these 2 weeks I have been fiddling with all 3 of my Scentsy Clubs, throwing things in, taking things out, trying to make decisions. When I first did this edit for you, I hadn't put anything into my summer Scentsy Club after I deleted them out, because, as I said, this particular one was ready to process this month. It has now processed, and I didn't want to process with new things coming in, and it is ready to ship. So I will have one of roughly $130 Australian coming this month. After it processed, I did go through the catalogue and decided to throw in scents that are retiring at the end of this month that I will want for future Scentsy Club subscriptions. And I've also thrown in this particular one about half of the exclusive Scentsy Club Bring Back My Bars that are exclusive to Scentsy Club only. The other half I threw in my winter ones. There were 10 exclusive Bring Back My Bar Scentsy Clubs scents. One I chose not to get, which was the Newborn Nursery. It was available when I first became a consultant. Not up my alley, but if you like baby powder, the smell of baby powder, you would love Newborn Nursery. One I had in my daily Scentsy Club. So that brings it down to 8. I think there are about 4 I put in here. Let's go through and I'll tell you what I did anyway. So I have got it ready to ship, this one in April, at $300. I don't know that I really want it that high, but as I said, it is that high at the moment because of the exclusive Scentsy Club bars. I'm hoping I'm not going to fall in love with all of them and want to keep all of them in there, and that some of them will go out after I try them. But I did end up taking out the Genie one after it processed from Aladdin 3 Wishes, mainly because I do have a few on hand. I think I'll have 3 with this last process when it comes. And then I also found it was very similar to Berry Bright. I do love Aladdin more, which is why I had it in my Scentsy Club. But I typically only use that scent in my daughter's room. She has other scents, and I have so many wax bars. I didn't feel the need to keep it in Scentsy Club. It's also currently in clearance. I know being in clearance I can't add it back in here, but if I really feel the need while it's in clearance, I could pick up a few more. Whether I do or not, I don't know. So I know I took that one out. So I added Graduation with Grace. So they were originally in my daily all year round Scentsy clubs, but that is processing next month. I decided to wait a month for that because they're still, as you can see, still available for purchase. And if they're still available for purchase come before this is ready to process in the month of March, I will probably take them out for that month and then put them back in again. But they could lock off soon, so I wanted them there just in case. So Yuzu Dragon I added. That was one of the Bring Back My Bar exclusive scents. Watermelon Mint was one of the Bring Back My Bar exclusive scents. Honestly, these two I don't know that I will keep him. Based on the scent notes, there's something I'll probably try and delete out after, but I do want to try them. Shaka's another one that I don't think I can see myself seeing, but they are scents I have never tried, so I still want to try them. So they are in this Scentsy club for me to try when they come. So that's 3 of the exclusive ones. Oodles of Orange was the other exclusive one. Again, I don't know how I'm going to go with this one. Is it going to be too citrusy for me? Down the aisle. So I've still got to warm my one of this I had while it's still available. I wanted to put it in there. Based on cold smell, I don't know that this particular one is going to stay in there either. Lemon Thyme Berry, that was the 5th exclusive one. So as you can see, I have half of the 10 exclusive Scentsy Club bars in here, and these 5 I'm not sure I want to keep. At the moment, I want to try to see what they're like. None of these really kind of based on scent preference jump out at me as something that I would probably keep in Scentsy Club. It was more the ones that are in my winter ones that kind of jumped out at me as something I would want to keep more. Summer Moonlight, that was a scent of the month here for November. I did actually end up getting another one of this by mistake with my scent of the month, with my new season scent kit instead of Wisteria Waterfall. So this also might come out of my Scentsy Club eventually, because I've still got a few from the scent of the month. I do really like this scent. To me, it's a younger, sweeter version of Cranberry Dreams. Birthday Wishes still available on the website, but I did throw it in there as I'm still wanting to compare this with Happy Birthday and make a decision of which one I want to keep as a vanilla cake based scent. I don't really think I need both of them. They are slightly different and they are nice, but I don't really reach for vanilla cake based scents a lot unless I'm mixing. I tend to mix them, but I also find these are great to gift for someone's birthday. So Coco Lime was one that's retiring. Again, I'm in an iron whether this one would go into my summer Scentsy Club or whether I'd pick a few up, because I don't reach for it all the time, but it is a nice, bright, vibrant lime scent with the sweetness of coconut for summer. So for the time being, I've got it in here. Whether it stays in here, I'm not 100% sure. Cranberry Dreams, I know, is definitely going to stay in there. That is a really nice scent. It is retiring, as is Enchanted Woods. That's retiring. That's definitely going to stay in there. Here Comes the Sunflowers. I recently warmed one to make my decision up on that. And yes, I do want to keep Here Comes the Sunflowers in there. Scarlet Flower, I have a bar of this. I'm going to warm and make my final decision before this processes whether I want to keep that in there, but because it is retiring, I wanted it in there for the time being. Coconut Flower, that's definitely staying. Mixed Berry Pavlova, I'm not 100% sure on this. I really liked it in the Bring Back My Bar.
but I don't know what I want to keep it indefinitely in here. I'm still trying to make up my mind whether I grab a few of these, grab a few of some of the other ones that I may not reach for all the time to bring down this price. So, but as is, these are the bars I added since last doing this edit review, so I thought I'd quickly jump on and show you what is in my current Scentsy Club. The other thing I'm considering doing is both Stitch Experiment and Pina Colada Cha Cha pineapple based scents. I feel that maybe I could get a Pina Colada Cha Cha. Again, I'm umming and ahhing about this one. Through vendor wax, something very similar. So I'm thinking of maybe only keeping one pineapple-y scent in my summer club. And if I do end up deleting one, it will probably be Pina Colada Cha Cha, as much as I do enjoy that one. I'm also considering maybe deleting Ursula. I do use it in my daughter's room. I do really enjoy it. But again, there's only so many scents I can warm at a time in my daughter's room, and I do have a few on hand. So I'm wondering if I have enough of that one. So they're kind of ones I'm considering deleting. I'm also considering maybe taking Showered in Flowers out. It's a very pretty, sweet, fruity floral. Again, florals is something I only reach for in the summer months, and there always tends to be a floral that I enjoy. This will mean I will have a couple of florals because I still have one Showered in Flowers left if I do take it out. So there are another three that I could potentially end up deleting out at some stage. And the other one I was considering maybe Banana Berry. I do really enjoy that one. It's not long lasting. Again, it's another one that's only worn in my daughter's room. So I'm going to have to, with my daughter's room, I'm going to have to go through and see how many bars I actually now have on hand for my daughter's room, because I need to really look at decreasing what I have. But I've just, like, I really love these scents, and I'm like, do I want to delete them out? So I'm going to have a look and see what's really there in my collection for my daughter's room, because I can only warm so much in her room, right? So there's where my thought process is going at the moment. So as I said, the other Scentsy Clubs, I did the edit review and added things in. I think in the winter one, delete some of the Christmassy scents out since talking to you last, just to save a little bit of room. I know I deleted Salted Caramel Toffee out. I know I deleted the Maple one out. So I deleted a few of the Christmas ones out, mainly because I still have a little bit of them, and there's only so much of that I can warm through in winter as well, and I'd rather keep ones that I reach for constantly. So that's my Scentsy Club edit as is. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope it was a little bit helpful for you. As you can see, my Scentsy Clubs aren't in one place because I do like to categorize. So if this video was a bit over the place, I do apologize.